Hello, friends. Welcome and welcome back. I hope that you are doing well. I hope you are taking care of yourself in the best way you know how. Welcome to the Auspicious Apothecary, your place and home for rest, realignment, readings, and so much more. I have a daily reading for you today, and bear with me because, to be honest, I don't have my microphone yet. It comes in tomorrow, but there may be some external sounds. So hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, do keep in mind that I use the environment to aid in your reading. So you may hear like trains go by, you may hear people in the background, various sounds, even like cars and things like that, but they are all here to aid in your reading today, so keep that in mind. We are going to just grab a few cards. They're all actually going to be oracle cards today, so I am going to start with a Your Wise Animal Body Oracle. That way you can just have like some nervous system regulation. I always love to start with this deck because I think that we all need to have that nervous system regulation at times, and that's how we are better able to like receive what it is that we need to. So with that in mind, we are going to get started with your reading today. Okay. I feel like there could be a little bit of like, I don't want to say chaotic energy, but for some of you, picking up the pace. If you have a tea kettle, I don't know if you have a tea kettle, but if you're thinking about getting a tea kettle to like have like your tea ritual, do keep in mind not to get a whistling tea kettle. The reason that I say that is because when you could, but pay attention to like if you're whistling indoors, the sound of a whistle and like when you're whistling, it is going to be reminiscent of the calls that spirits are attracted to. So you may be like inviting in unwanted spirits even if you're not meaning to. So I do want you to kind of keep that in mind. As well, but a need to have like a grounding ritual is what I'm thinking. And with you having like a grounding ritual, having some morning tea, like I love tea in the morning, having morning tea, because this even says C, and with your tea, create like intentionality behind that. I'm very big on having intention behind the rituals and things that we're doing, so having intention behind it. And when you're drinking your tea, really like sitting down, don't like try to rush, because with you rushing, I saw 3:21 on the camera timer. With you rushing, you could actually be setting yourself back. I'm hoping that that's making some sort of sense, but let's just get into it today. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. Okay. Yeah. So if you are picking up the pace, if you are doing something where you are needing to like, you can pick up the pace with where you're going, but you also need to make sure that you are having time for rest, reflection, and really just like grounding yourself. The first card that you wind up having is this Void card, and with you actually have Void and Rest. Okay, so you have both of them. With the Void card in particular, it's kind of like, I'm thinking like endless possibilities. So with you having a grounding ritual, right? With you kind of like slowing down, because this rest could mean a couple of things. It could literally mean, like I was saying before, having that grounding ritual to really like just like slow yourself down and being intentional with it, because you'll be able to kind of like see and bring in the things that you are needing to bring in to your life, essentially. But then also, it could be that for some of you, we have dreams, like maybe within your dreams, you could be able to see, with your dreams, it's like something about you seeing the next step. And we'll take additional cards as well, but like something with your dreams, you being able to see like the next step with its dreams, just like whatever grounding that you may need. need. We have endless possibilities for you moving forward, but honestly, in order for you to move forward in the best way possible, you do need to make sure that you're having a ritual, like a grounding ritual. You don't want to get too lost in the sauce of like moving forward so quickly that you're missing certain things for yourself. So I would just keep that in mind. I hope that is making some sense. Also, with this rest card, I want you to know that there are like ebbs and flows. Like we said, you can move forward and have like that, energized feeling, but also to make sure that you are taking the time to really slow down for yourself. That way you can receive what it is that you need to, because 555, we have a transformation, you have a transformation that's coming, and you need to be able to have like a balance for yourself. Hopefully that is like making sense to where you can understand, okay? Let's see what the Yogic Path Oracle has for you as well. Maybe a fitness routine for some of you. For me, I'm getting back into like running and doing more like running and track workouts, because I used to run track, and so running was a place it was fun for me. It was a place for me to have my mind clear, for me to just like reground myself, connection with the earth, my feet on the ground, that connection. And so if you're someone that maybe you enjoy going to the gym or just getting back into your own fitness routine to really allow yourself to be grounded and loyal to yourself, because there's a lot of dogs around here as well. So dogs representing like that loyalty factor, being loyal to you. Yeah, being loyal to you in this period of time. So I know, okay, so the card that I'm about to show you, I definitely understand it may be a little bit scary. Kali is a little bit scary, but that is the first card we have, is that Kali card. And with Kali, she is all about dissolution, transformation, a rebirth. As you can see on the card, there are a lot of snakes on the card as well, and so that is a rebirth. I think the Lunar New Year is about to switch over to the horse, but we are, I think, still in the wooden snake at the time that I'm filming this, which would be on February 11th. I believe the Lunar New Year is, I want to say it may be tomorrow, but it's also possible it's on the 13th. I just can't remember exactly. But you still have this space of the rebirth and this transformation happening. Now, for this to fully come to the place that you want it to, we have Parvati. Parvati is all about love and devotion. And remember what I had said earlier about like getting into, yes, I talked about ritual, I said routine a lot, I said like whatever about the habit, but specifically when I had mentioned like the fitness, maybe like the running or going to the gym, or maybe you're biking and another dog there. So having that loyalty to yourself, having that devotion to yourself right now to take care of you. And this is like, when I see this card, it's like the joining of the hands. It's like the joining of self. And I'm thinking what's coming to mind is like your higher self. Windmill, like a windmill. I know that's so weird. You guys are probably like, what is she talking about? But it's like getting the gears going of connecting with your higher self, like where you're at now and where you want to be, because again, we have that transformation, right? So where you're at now, where you want to be, but in order to do that, you have to have a devotion to that space and to yourself in that way. Yeah, I'm gonna get one more from this deck, actually. What wants to come out is like, there was like I just saw, I think it was Thomas, but it's about hibernation, which is also still that rest for yourself. And on that card, actually, I wonder if I can find it. On that card that I had seen, it's like a tiger laying on the ground, and then on the ground has like butterflies like flying around it, which is also symbolic of transformation. Oh, here it is. It's this card where you have like the tiger on the ground. Now, when you think of tigers, tigers are like, they're very fast. They're very fast animals, very fast, fierce movement, right? That kind of like Leo sort of energy, even though it's not a lion, but like reminiscent of that. And it's just like, okay, I need to rest. I've done so much, and now I need to kind of like rest and allow for the, allow for the rebirth to take place with this like transformation and these butterflies surrounding it. So make sure that you are resting, because you already did get that, and pay attention to your dreams. If you don't already have a dream journal, I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting one, just to like write down what kind of comes to you. But let's get one more card from here. Okay, so relatively similar to the Tamas card, we actually have Yamas. And with this, she's like looking in this like crystal, right? And again, two people here, just like with this Parvati in this devotion card, we have two people that are on here. And again, looking to your higher self, looking to not just like your higher self, but like the vision that your higher self has. Because I'm imagining like a crystal ball. I'm also imagining like diamonds and crystals here that are so luxurious, and divine, and everything that you would have wanted, so that you can see what is like coming for you. You have a vision. That's like what I'm getting, is that you have a vision, and maybe some steps you're like, oh, I know where to go. Other steps you're like, I don't know exactly what to do next. Pay attention to your dreams, make sure you're resting, connect with your also, when you take your dream, like your bigger dream, and you break them down into like actionable steps, then you're able to really move towards it in a smoother way. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making sense right now. I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm gonna stick with it and roll with it anyway. It's been really windy outside today, and I say that for a reason. I say that because I'm feeling very just like clustered and just like all over the place all of a sudden, like, and with the wind energy, air rules your thoughts, right? So because air rules your thoughts, and it being so windy, you may, for some of you may be feeling all over the place with your thoughts as well. And it's because of that like go, go, go energy. You need to take the time to like slow down. That's been a recurring theme. I'm not gonna hold you. That's been a recurring theme for people to be able to actually slow down and take the time and the rest that they need for themselves. Take the grounding energy, go work out, go find whatever activity it is that like genuinely like slows you down, and allows you to feel as though you have more control, because it feels like you don't have as much control right now. I really hope that makes sense. And so then we're going to also see, like, for the very last piece, we're going to get a crystal card, okay? So this could be a crystal that is beneficial for you right now. And really pay attention to this. This is what I gather. So the first card is going to be this amethyst, which also, if you're having trouble sleeping because your thoughts and your mind is just like swirling and all over the place, and so distracted because you're just like in that go-getter energy, amethyst is going to be great to use for sleep as well, and also connecting with your intuition with that purple. We have a train coming by, so give me a moment. Oh wow. Okay, so I told you we had a train coming by. I didn't read the card, or I didn't read the words on this card yet. However, who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails on the wet and wild route to Bacchanalia. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, I can't make this up. Like, it's literally like, I'm gonna show you because, but like, it literally says that. Like, donde? Right there. Right there. So yeah, again, mind all over the place. Amethyst can be a very calming, crystal to have. Again, beneficial for sleep, beneficial when your mind is like everywhere. And it says you want to use it when it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose. Again, with this, and if some of you are in a space of like living in that victim routine, once again, you need to be connecting with your highest self. Have that vision for yourself. I'm a health and wellness coach, and so with being a health and wellness coach, the thing that we always come back to at the core part of that individual to get to their health and wellness goals is the vision that they have. If you don't have a vision for what it is that you want, you need to be meditating on that. You need to be thinking about that. Think about it like whoever you believe in, whatever your creator, your divine creator, whatever you call your divine creator, before you go to bed, this is a way to incorporate this. Before you go to bed, think about, like, ask your divine creator, show me in my dream. I'm feeling a little lost. I need to have more clarity on my vision of my direction and where to go next, but I can't really see it. Think about that. There are also some YouTube videos that you can watch that will be kind of like sleep hypnosis, but be careful like which ones you kind of do, because again, it's programming your subconscious while you're sleeping. But also, you can do some guided meditations before you go to sleep to kind of like connect with your highest self and your vision. That way it can help smooth out that process for you. And then the other card that you got is this ruby card, which I just absolutely love. So with this ruby, for the people who need it, anyone with something worth fighting for, and also any Aries. And it says any Aries on here, which Aries is going to be a fire sign. Remember, we had that like Thomas card with like the rest and the butterflies come up around it, and that tiger being reminiscent of like Leo energy and that fire-like energy. So you could also be receiving like information for a creative project, is what comes to mind. Information for when you're connecting with your vision, you're actually able to have more confidence in yourself and in that vision. And maybe you've been lacking in that confidence department for some of you, because you're like, I don't even know what to do next. Like, I'm kind of just like wandering. Maybe your routines overall, your habits have not been very conducive to where it is that you want to go, but you're also like, I don't know where to go. So yeah, that's what I'm getting there. And let me see. Yeah, at the bottom it says feed your fires. You can't necessarily feed your fires if you don't know exactly what the fire is supposed to be. You need to gasolina, gasolina. That's what's coming to mind right now. So yeah, that is what I have for you. I hope that some of this made some sense, but to sum it all up, because it's about 20 minutes long, but to sum it up for you, my lovely, connect with yourself, your highest self, to know where you should be going next, what you should do next, and getting those habits and routines in order for yourself so that you can move forward in a positive direction and move towards your highest self, and keep a dream journal. Come back to your vision anytime you start to feel lost. Maybe do a guided meditation if you need to connect with yourself on a deeper level. And really just have that balance of like moving forward and also slowing down. So that is what I have. I hope that that is helpful. If it is, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to know in the comments how this has benefited you in some way. And with that, I will talk to you all so very soon. Most likely again tomorrow, but I will talk to you soon. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Toodaloo.